Hello students, this is Jayapai speaking. In this class, let us study something about sewage and its treatment. In the last class, we were discussing about determination of chemical oxygen demand and also we solved some problems on chemical oxygen demand. Assuming that whatever concept taught in the previous class you have understood, moving on from there, it is something about sewage and its treatment here. Sewage is nothing but a liquid waste. Sewage is nothing but a liquid waste containing waste from different types of activities, that is household activities, industrial activities, farm activities, etc. And therefore, sewage definition you can give it like this. It is a liquid waste mainly containing waste from domestic activities, industrial activities, farming activities, etc. Fresh sewage means just produced sewage is yellowish green in appearance, and gradually that sewage color changes from yellowish green to dark brown, that is with the time. Now fresh sewage doesn't have any odor, it is odorless, but when it is left as such for some time it becomes stale and it starts producing a bad or offensive smell due to the release of obnoxious gases such as ammonia, hydrogen sulfide, phosphine, etc. Sewage mainly contains two types of impurities, organic and inorganic, and these impurities are present in different forms, that is dissolved form, colloidal form, suspended form. Sewage may also contain microorganisms as impurities. Microorganisms may be disease causing type or a harmless kind. Now sewage treatment, it is nothing but the removal of all the different types of impurities present in sewage, and it is being done in three different stages, that is primary treatment, secondary treatment and tertiary treatment. Our aim is to convert the wastewater into that water which is absolutely free from all the impurities and it is fit for drinking purposes. Now in this class we will study only about primary treatment. Secondary and tertiary treatment we can discuss in the next class. Now primary treatment, it involves four different steps. It is a simple steps. These are all simple steps. Screening is nothing but a physical process that actually removes the large suspended or floating matter from the sewage. In order to remove large suspended or floating matter, we are using a process called screening, and this is actually being done using bar screens or mesh screens. Let me show you how exactly it is being done. The water containing large suspended matter or floating matter is passed through the bar screens or mesh screens. These type of screens, they retain the suspended matter or floating matter that is on the surface, and the water is passing through the screen. Now second, silt and grit removal. Silt is nothing but mud particles, loose sand, soil particles, etc. Grit means broken glass. All these are heavy particles. They are removed by passing the sewage through grit chambers. There is something called grit chambers, and sewage water is passed through the grit chambers with reduced velocity. So velocity of flow of sewage is reduced while passing it through the grit chamber. Because the particles present in sewage, that is silt and grit, they are heavier. Due to gravity, they settle at the bottom. Now if you see the diagram here, this is the raw sewage containing silt and grit. All these dots represent silt and grit particles, and when the velocity of sewage is reduced, these particles being heavier, they slowly settle at the bottom. From the bottom outlet, these particles can be periodically removed, and whatever sewage water you will get, it is absolutely free from silt and grit. Now removal of oil and grease. Oil and grease present in sewage can be removed using skimming tanks. What is being done is the sewage water containing oil and grease, it is converted into a soapy mixture. So small amount of soap is added to sewage and compressed air is blown through it. So sewage water containing oil and grease is converted into a soapy mixture by blowing compressed air. Because of the action of soap, oil, grease, water and compressed air, froth is formed or foam is formed. This foam or froth is lifted to the surface and that carries along with it oil and grease. So from the top the froth and foam is skimmed off. This is how you can separate oil and grease. Let us see exactly how it is being done. That is, in skimming tank, this is the sewage water containing oil and grease, and now little soap is added here and this water is made soapy and then compressed air is blown inside. Because of the action of oil, grease, water and compressed air and also soap, now froth is formed and froth is lifted to the surface containing oil and grease. From the surface it can be easily skimmed off. That is how you can separate oil and grease from sewage water. Now the last step involved in the primary process, it is sedimentation process. Sedimentation process, it is used to remove finely suspended particles present in the sewage, and that is mainly done by sedimentation with the coagulation. We are using the method called coagulation, and for that we need some good coagulants. Largely being used coagulants, they are alum and ferrous sulfate. This word you may be familiar with, that is potash alum. Aluminium sulfate, potassium sulfate and 24H2O. This is the molecular formula of potash alum. What is being done when this coagulant is added to sewage water? This aluminium sulfate, it gets precipitated as aluminium hydroxide, gelatinous white precipitate. Ferrous sulfate gets precipitated as ferrous hydroxide. All these precipitates are heavier. They actually entrap finely suspended particles present in sewage and make them settle down. Now with this picture the things will be very clear. This is the water containing impurities, finely suspended particles. You are adding coagulants. When you add coagulants react with water and precipitates are formed. These precipitates entrap finely suspended particles and they become bigger in size. When particles become bigger in size, due to gravity, all the particles settle down along with the finely suspended particles. Precipitates also settle down, leaving the water absolutely free from finely suspended particles. Now these are the 4 steps involved in a primary process, and this is how we are treating the water by with preliminary methods. Hope the things are very clear and these steps are very easy. I have made the things very clear to you. That is what I believe. Still, if you have any doubts, any time you can call and get your doubts clarified. In our next class, we will be dealing with the secondary treatment and tertiary treatment of sewage. Thank you.